Welcome back students. This is third series of ICSE Chemistry, 10th ICSE Master ICSE Chemistry, Chapter 3, Acid, Bases and Salt and Analytical Chemistry. Let's start. I hope the last two MCQ series you have seen Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. If you have attempted it kindly, I would like you to post your scores in the comment box. Let's proceed with the current MCQ Chapter 3. Question number 1. According to the solubility chart, all salts of dash are soluble. Lead ion, silver ion, potassium ion, calcium ion. The correct answer is potassium ion. If you refer to the chart, all the salts of potassium, sodium and ammonium are soluble. I hope you have revised this. It will be very easy if you know this. What you will come to know about the soluble and the insoluble salts. Let's proceed with question number 2. Question number 2. Lead chloride is unique because it is insoluble in cold water but soluble in hot water, insoluble in both hot and cold water, soluble in cold water but insoluble in hot water, soluble in both cold and hot water. It's not at all tricky. The correct answer is insoluble in cold water but soluble in hot water. You need to know why. So let's take the explanation. Lead chloride has high endothermic dissolution process. The energy needed to break its ionic lattice is only sufficiently supplied by hot water, making it soluble in hot water but not in cold water. So, did you know that lead chloride is unique when it is in the cold water and when it is in hot water? Let's proceed with question number 3. Soluble salts can be prepared by precipitation only, direct combination only, 5 different methods. Oh wow, 2 different methods. To know this answer, you should know the chapter thoroughly. Oh, the option is 5 different methods. Let's know which are these 5 different methods. They are direct combination, titration, displacement, neutralization and double decomposition. So these are the method. Kindly revise the chapter students if you don't know. Let's proceed with question number 4. Insoluble salts are generally prepared by. Now only you have learned about soluble salt. Let's see about insoluble salt also. The options are titration, displacement, precipitation, neutralization with alkali. The correct option is precipitation. If you recollect, this method was not mentioned in the previous question. So explanation is precipitation is the primary method for most insoluble salt. Let me make it very clear students. Whenever students ask me, Miss, precipitation method, can we use acid? Avoid. The basic method behind the preparation of insoluble salt is keeping in mind when two soluble salts combined, they will give you one soluble salt and one insoluble salt. Make the concept clear of this from your textbook. Let's proceed with question number 5. Question number 5. The displacement reaction method for preparing salts uses. This was there in your lower class. An insoluble base and an acid, active metal and dilute acid, two soluble salt solutions, all alkali and acid. Yes, the correct method is active metal and dilute acid. The active metal, example zinc, magnesium, iron, is strong enough to push out or displaces hydrogen from the acid. For this, you need to learn activity series given in the text. Metal with dilute acid reacts to give you salt and hydrogen, and the salt which is formed is generally soluble salt. One example is given, zinc plus H2SO4 gives ZnSO4 plus H2, and this tells us zinc sulfate is a soluble salt. Let's proceed with question number 6. Question number 6. Black colored solid which on reaction with dilute sulfuric acid forms a blue colored solution is carbon, manganese dioxide, lead oxide, copper oxide. If you see, all are black in color, but the proper fit is the correct answer is copper oxide. Copper oxide. If you see, all the options are black in color, but the suitable answer for this question is copper oxide is black in color, and the following reaction takes place when it is treated with dilute sulfuric acid, and it will form blue color copper sulfate. I hope this concept is clear. Let us proceed with question number 7. To increase the pH value of neutral solution, we should add an acid salt, an alkali, a salt. The correct answer is an alkali. Let us take the explanation. pH is measure of how acidic or basic a solution is, meaning to know the strength of an acid. A neutral solution has pH of 7. An alkali is a soluble salt that releases hydroxide ion in water. Adding an alkali increases the concentration of hydroxide ion, which lower the concentration of hydrogen ion, causing the pH to rise above 7. I hope this is clear. If you don't know, kindly revise this concept once again from chapter 3. Let's proceed with question number 8. Anhydrous iron 3 chloride is prepared by direct combination, simple displacement, decomposition, neutralization. The correct option is direct combination. This method is used because it directly produces the anhydrous water-free salt. Any method involving water solution would result in hydrated compound that is difficult to dehydrate without causing hydrolyzation. Hydrolyze. Let's proceed with question number 9. Question number 9. Lead chloride can be prepared by mixing solution of lead nitrate and sodium chloride, lead oxide and hydrochloric acid, lead and chlorine gas, lead carbonate and hydrochloric acid. The correct option is lead nitrate and sodium chloride. As I have told you prior, precipitation method is generally prepared by dissolving or mixing two soluble salt solution. For example, if I want to prepare lead chloride, so I will take the soluble salt of lead and soluble salt of chloride. So you can see on the screen, lead nitrate plus sodium chloride will give you sodium nitrate plus lead chloride. This reaction forms a white precipitation of insoluble lead chloride. To understand precipitation, students, you should know that two soluble salts, okay, of lead chloride, of lead and chloride, when they mix, they will give you soluble salt and insoluble salt. If you don't know, kindly revise once this from chapter 3. Let's proceed with question number 10. The salt zinc sulfide is prepared by direct combination, displacement, titration, precipitation. The correct option is direct combination. Zinc is a reactive metal and sulfur is a reactive non-metal. They readily combine with each other when heated. Zinc sulfide is prepared by direct synthesis or direct combination. You can see on the screen, Zn plus S gives ZnS. Let's proceed with question number 11. Acetic acid does not form an acid salt because it is a weak acid, has only one replaceable hydrogen ion, is an organic acid, does not react with bases. You should know the formula for this answer of acetic acid. So the correct answer is has only one replaceable hydrogen ion. An acid salt is formed when partial replacement of hydrogen ion occurs. Acetic acid, as I told you, should know the formula. Acetic acid formula is CH3COOH. On looking at the formula, you will feel there are 4 hydrogen, but there are no 4 replaceable hydrogen. It has only one replaceable hydrogen ion, that is monobasic. Therefore, when it reacts with a base, it can only form normal salt. I hope this concept is clear. Let us proceed with question number 12. Dilute nitric acid is prepared for converting an insoluble salt to soluble salt before precipitation because it is a strong acid, all nitrates are soluble, it is a volatile acid, it is an oxidizing agent. The correct answer is all nitrates are soluble. This is a key principle in salt preparation. When converting an insoluble salt like carbonate into a soluble salt for a precipitation reaction, nitric acid is ideal because the resulting nitrate salt is guaranteed to be a soluble. If you have not revised this, kindly revise a chart which is provided in Virav Dalal textbook, which salts are soluble and which are insoluble. Basically, in my textbook, it is page number 49. Let's proceed with question number 13. Titration is not used to prepare copper sulfate because copper sulfate is insoluble. The base used, copper hydroxide, is insoluble. Sulfuric acid is volatile. It is a dangerous reaction. The correct option is the base used is copper hydroxide is insoluble. Let me tell you students, if you don't have copper hydroxide, you can use copper oxide, that is also insoluble. So let us take the explanation. Titration requires a soluble base. Since copper hydroxide is insoluble, it cannot be used in titration. Students, if I replace copper hydroxide with copper oxide, the same explanation goes. Okay, let us proceed. Instead, neutralization is carried out by adding acid directly to solid insoluble base or its suspension. I hope the concept is clear. Let's proceed with question number 14. Hydric acid contain hydrogen and non-metal excluding nitrogen, oxygen, chlorine, sulfur. Meaning it will contain hydrogen and non-metal, excluding which non-metal? Yes, the answer is oxygen. Hydric acid are binary acid containing hydrogen and a non-metal other than oxygen. Examples, let's see the examples. This can come as different questions also. So HCl, HBr, HI and H2S. Oxyacid contain oxygen, example HNO3, H2SO4 and so on. So do revise the concept once again if you don't know. Let's proceed with question number 15. The normal salts of sodium formed from acetic acid is sodium bicarbonate, sodium acetate, sodium carbonate, sodium diacetate. The correct option is sodium acetate. Let's take the explanation. We have seen it's monobasic. So acetic acid react with sodium is a typical acid metal reaction. Any metal reacts with acid, example active metal, it will give you salt and hydrogen. So hydrogen in the acetic acid is displaced by sodium metal. This produces sodium acetate, that is CH3COO. H is replaced by Na, so it is CH3COONA, which is normal salt, and hydrogen gas is released. Students, one Diwali bonus. So one more question. Normally I give only 16 questions, but one more question I'll share with you. Question number 16. The salt which is used in testing of chloride ion in the laboratory is sodium chloride, silver nitrate, barium chloride, and lead nitrate. Yes, the correct option is silver nitrate. Silver nitrate solution is used to test chloride ion. A white precipitate of silver chloride soluble in ammonium hydroxide confirms the presence of chloride ion. If you recollect the syllabus, this question you will see in 7A practical chemistry and you are seeing in chapter 3. So you can say that this question is an important question. So that's the end of the session, and that's a wrap from this session. I hope it was a great practice for you. I would love to know your score in the comment box. Don't forget to like, share this video if you find it beneficial. Let all other take benefit of it, and not only you, let your friends also score best in chemistry so that we get a centum score in chemistry. See you for the next chapter. I hope it was a fruitful session. Thank you, students. Bye.